What did it cost us to build careers on free labor? And are we still paying that price today? Hey, it's Alex, and welcome back to This Is Fine, a Millennial Diary. Today, we're digging into a core wound for millennials: unpaid internships and, well, underpaid dreams. Because for an entire generation, paying your dues meant literally working for nothing. We were told that free labor would buy us credibility, connections, and eventually stability. But the truth, it mostly brought us burnout, debt, and a delayed start to everything in real adulthood life. Now, many of us are still carrying that weight of that early exploitation all these years later. You see, in the late 90s and early 2000s, unpaid internships became the golden ticket. Every career counselor, every professor, every how to get ahead guide told us the same thing. If you wanted a shot, you had to work for free. We bought into it because what else could we do? We were raised on stories like The Apprentice and college career fairs plastered with internship opportunities that were basically shiny labels for unpaid labor. Now, even before that, the culture primed us for it. Remember student leadership roles in high school, yearbook, student council, helping out in the office. It was all unpaid, but treated like resume gold. It was conditioning. That's what it was. You do work, don't expect pay, but smile because it'll look good later. Now, for many of us, those internships weren't glamorous. Stepping stones, so to say, right? They were hours of answering phones, grabbing coffee, or doing grunt work that kept companies running, all for free. Now, if you were lucky, you could afford it because your family helped with rent or groceries, etc. But for most of us, it meant working a paid job on top of internship just to survive, bartending at night, retail on weekends, and of course, the world famous freelancing on the side. And here's the harsh truth. The system wasn't designed to reward talent. It rewarded privilege. The kids who could afford to work for free got the head start. The rest of us hustled twice as hard for nearly half the recognition. That early exploitation didn't just drain us financially. It drained us emotionally. We entered our 20s already exhausted, already behind. Instead of saving for apartment, cars, and stability, we were stuck in this wild, crazy loop, building resumes on free labor, pray for an entry-level job, and hope that exposure actually turned into some kind of opportunity. It left us questioning our worth. It made us believe we should be grateful just to have a shot, even if the shot came with absolutely no paycheck. And now, years later, a lot of us are still climbing uphill because we started 10 steps back. Here's where the generational comparison really hits hard. This is my favorite part of the show, by the way, of the episodes. Millennials were told unpaid internships were normal. If you complained, you were lazy or entitled. Gen Z, well, they're not buying it. They're calling out unpaid labor as exploitation, and honestly, they're right. Where we endured, they are demanding change. They're asking, why should we work for free when the CEO makes millions and millions of dollars? And that's the shift, honestly, we wish we had back then. But here's the flip side. Gen Z's boldness comes in part because we lived through the consequences. We showed them what it looked like to sell your 20s for exposure. And now they're saying, nah, dog, we're not doing that. So how do we recover from unpaid internships and underpaid dreams? It starts with unlearning the belief that gratitude equals exploitation. We are allowed to expect fair pay. We are allowed to walk away from opportunities that don't respect our labor. And if you're in a position of leadership now, pay your damn interns. Fight for them. Break that cycle. You see, our worth was never meant to be measured in exposure. It's measured in the time, energy, and creativity we bring to the damn table. And those things deserve compensation. always. So let's answer the central question. What did it cost us to build careers on free labor? It cost us time, money, health, and confidence. And in many ways, we're still paying for it. But now we know better, and now we can certainly do better. Next up, on the next episode, I don't want to work ever. We're going to break down the fantasy and the fear behind the millennial dream of opting out completely. What does it mean when a whole generation feels allergic to the 9-to-5 grind? Please make sure you're subscribed, share this with someone who worked for free in their 20s, and check out alexiscardoza.com for the YouTube channel and all of the socials, because our dreams shouldn't be underpaid. And this is fine.
Goodbye.